All right, friends, welcome to our weekly Facebook group live streams where we discuss different topics in the theme of how to find and live your life purpose. And the themes that we usually go about is connecting to the body, connecting to the mind, connecting to the heart. So this is a community for women, and we go through the cycles and stages of our life. So whether you're young, whether you're somewhere in middle-aged, or whether you are in season, as I say, you are all very, very welcome. Last week we talked about negative thoughts, right? How we can avoid ruminating thoughts to take control over our life. And today I'm going to invite you to journal with me. So today we're going to do a little journey into our inner world. So please grab yourself a journal or a notebook or pen, paper, whatever you have. I have my journal here ready. A pen. Actually, I have 3 pens because I'm nerdy like that. I even have more, but right now I need to focus on you. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my journaling with 3 colors, but you are most welcome to do your journaling with whatever colors that you want. So I'm gonna invite you to journal. I'm gonna share my PowerPoint presentation here with you. And we're gonna dive right into it. So if you're joining us in the live stream right now, I'm inviting you to go grab a pen and paper or your journal. Journaling for a journey within. So this is about entering the final stretch of the winter. And whether you believe in astrology or not, what the astrological calendar does, it actually follows the seasons, the seasonal changes. Our modern calendar does not do that. We start a new year in basically the middle of winter, while the astrological calendar, which is much older than the Gregorian one, the one that we're using right now, that one is following the patterns of the season. And this is why so many of us burn out throughout January, because we are pushed in modern society to follow the guidelines of the Gregorian calendar, right? The calendar that we have here now. And in the middle of winter, you're pushed to have new goals, new aspirations, new energy, new year, new opportunity. But what we're forgetting about is in the Western Hemisphere, which is US, Europe, Africa, we are basically stuck in the seasons that is the winter season for us now. If you're living in Asia and Australia, then you are experiencing the summer season right now. So I'm going to focus on the winter season, and we're going to go into the ending of the season. And if you're living in Asia or Australia, you can just translate this into the end of the summer for you, because it's all about the end of a season, and we're coming to the end of winter. And I know that for some of us, especially if you're living in Sweden or Norway or Finland or Iceland or Canada, you're probably feeling that, yeah, we still have a long way to go. But majority of the countries in Europe, for example, and the southern countries, they're starting to experience the end of the winter. So this is what I'm drawing the inspiration from right here. So as we find ourselves in the closing stretch of winter, it's a natural time to look back on the past year and reflect on our personal journey. And the symbolism of the season, it actually encourages us to explore the extremes of our own nature, because please bear that in mind, we are part of nature. And to find a balance that resonates with the cold yet hopeful atmosphere, it's all about being in sync, in synchronicity with the seasons. So as we're now coming to the end of the winter, how are you going to balance that with your own energy? So I want you here to take a moment to dive into your own experiences. Connect with what matters to you and understand how you've grown during the last quiet winter days. So if you've already done end of the year journaling prompt where you were, looking back at the year, you can just go ahead and focus on winter, the winter season or the summer season, right? If you are in Australia. So you don't have to go as far back as 2023, but you can focus on the season of what? The winter. So remember to stay positive and avoid unnecessary restlessness and prioritize rest. We are still in the end of the winter, right? And winter is about rest. We are still probably feeling that energetic state of winter, yet there are hopeful, small signals of nature that are showing us that we're about to wake up. We're about to bring spring. And remember to stay positive. Like nature is hopeful for a new season, a new spring, so shall we stay connected and stay positive and know that it's gonna get better. Like for me, we have longer days here in Sweden right now. There is more sunlight, there is more light. The days for us here where I live, they end at 5 p.m. instead of 2 p.m., which is a huge relief. So there's more daylight. The free do's. So if you can during this time, reflect regularly. So take some time for personal reflection. It's like taking a pause to look back before moving forward. And I love that. When you take a pause, when you just say, hey, wait, where have I been and where am I gonna go? It's amazing, right? It's like you're driving a car and you're lost and you realize that your GPS stopped working. So what you do is you stop the car, you let the GPS realign itself, and then you think like, wait, where was I and where am I going? So you can reshift, you can recalibrate just like a GPS. Savor solitude. I'm gonna tell you to embrace the moments of alone time. And for some, you might feel loneliness, but this is the perfect opportunity to connect with your own thoughts and feelings without the hustle and bustle of everyday life. And the last here, set simple goals. So what you can do is you can start planning. Yeah, just don't go overboard. Plan achievable and meaningful goals for yourself, for the new season, for the spring that is coming. But keep it simple and be realistic. This is one of my favorite expressions, keep it simple and safe. It's from the world of fitness, right? I usually say keep it simple and sexy because I believe that you can always sprinkle some sensuality in your life, whatever it is. But remember, this can be a small project or maybe a new habit that you want to cultivate. Knowing that spring is coming, knowing that summer is also coming, maybe you want to feel better about your body without that crazy prospect of a six pack. But if that is your goal, then of course, go for it. and the don'ts. So again, this is just me giving you some do's and don'ts. Take what resonates with you. My do's and don'ts may not be aligned with you, and it's okay. But here's some inspiration. Overcommitting. Resist the urge to take on too much. Avoid overloading your schedule and give yourself the space to enjoy simplicity. As a new season arrives, you're going to find yourself wanting to do more things. Remember, don't go too fast, too hard. Don't forget about self-care. Like, winter is an amazing opportunity for self-care. We're more indoors, we have more time to do things for ourselves. But now that finally the spring is arising, don't forget to take care of yourself. And last but not least, don't rush the moment of reflection. So avoid rushing through the reflection process. It's not a race, yeah? It's about understanding and growth. Remember, knowing yourself is your biggest key to transformation. And this is why I offer these journaling prompts, because this is a way for you to explore and dive deeper into your own inner world. And whether you're writing or whether you're just taking a moment to reflect, whatever works for you, I welcome you now to grab your journal. I welcome you now to answer a few questions together with me. And for each question, I will give you about 2 or 3 minutes to journal, to write down whatever comes up. And of course, if you need more time, you can always take more time after. And if you're watching the recording, you can just pause the recording and give yourself more time. So let's jump into it. The first one is about challenging beliefs. So in my program, in the Balance program, we talk about a lot about limiting beliefs and habits. So right now I'm going to ask you, what is a belief about yourself that is holding you, or that you might find false or not true? So let me ask this in I term. What is a belief about myself that I hold but might be false or might be untrue? So I'm going to give you 2-3 minutes to go for it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the next question. Body awareness. What sensations can I feel in my body right now? What does my body want or need at this moment? So this is where you need to ask yourself if you are not listening to your body's needs, right? So what is your body trying to tell you? So this is the perfect moment to just tap in, listen, and let your body speak through you, through the pen. So body awareness. What sensations can I feel in my body right now? And what does my body want or need at this moment? All right, going into the next. So we tapped into the body, right? So basically what we're doing is we're following the method here of balance, limiting beliefs, body, and let's go into your mind. Dreaming boldly. What is a wild dream of mine that would be incredible to experience in reality? And I want you to allow yourself to really dream. Now, whatever comes up, whether it's a silly thing, whether it's a fantasy, whether it's completely unrealistic, I want you really to just write it down. And remember, any dream, any want, any desire that you have inside of you, allow it to come up. And it's usually the first thing that comes up. You don't have to dig that much deep, right? And even if it feels really, really silly, just allow it to come up. Allow yourself to go deeper with what comes up. So what is a wild dream of yours that would be incredible to experience in reality. Let's go. Beautiful. Moving on, I'm gonna ask you to go a little bit deeper now. I'm gonna ask you to go back to that dream of yours and do a little emotional journey. So you wrote down, right? What is the dream that you would want to experience in reality? Now I want you to go deeper. What feelings would achieving this dream bring me? By allowing feelings to be connected to something that you want to experience in reality, it becomes so real. So the dream becomes a real want, need, desire. So allow yourself to really tap into that feelings. What feelings would achieving this dream bring you? Beautiful. And let's go into the next. Emotional landscape. So I'm allowing you here to dive in to your heart now. So we did the body, the mind, and we're tapping into the heart. Emotional landscape. What emotions are present within me currently, so right now? And are all of them mine? If not, where did they originate? Where did they come from? So for example, are you holding on to anger? Are you holding on to guilt? And is this coming from you, or is it coming from an external factor? Or maybe you're feeling the opposite. Maybe you're feeling joyous and harmonious and balanced today. And again, is it from you, or is it because someone did something beautiful for you, right? So take a little moment here to dive deeper into your emotional landscape. Awesome stuff, friends. I don't know about you, but I'm getting some really good answers. All right. I think this is the last one. Cultivating joy. And this is about the last step where we bring everything into action. What's one simple action I can take right now to bring joy to my life? So don't go in too much of a detail. Just again, whatever just pops up right here, right now. What's one simple action I can take right now to bring joy to my life? Okay, friends. Oh, look, we have one more. So I totally forgot about this one, but it's very relevant, and it's so interesting because I was just writing about self-care. So yeah, let's tap into it. Last one, self-love and acceptance. Do I genuinely love and accept myself exactly as I am? So this is basically a yes or no question, right? And if the answer is no, then this is your invitation to take a deeper look at what you can do to learn how to love and accept yourself a little bit more. So if you want, of course, go deeper into it, but this is our last question here, right now. And the question is, do I genuinely love and accept myself exactly as I am? So whether it's a yes or no, or maybe, or I don't know, it's an invitation for you to dive deeper and see where you need to put your focus. Where do you need to put your focus in order to allow yourself acceptance and in order to love yourself a little bit more? And remember that self-love is not selfish. It's not egoistical. It is something that we need because love starts from within. You cannot love others if you do not love yourself. Let that sink in. You will love more deeply if you learn to love yourself from scratch. You will love more deeply. I'm not saying that you don't love your family, that you don't love your friends. This is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when you cultivate self-love in your life, you will love on a more deeper level. A level without expectations. A level that is so pure and filled with compassion and kindness and everything. So, yeah. That's your invitation. I am wishing you, everyone, a fulfilling and transformative period ahead. If you have any wish for next week for me to dive into a topic, go ahead, write it down right here, right now in the comments. Other than that, please, if you have a moment to share your insights, your aha moments from this journaling exercise, please share. I would love to see if it gave you any benefit in the comments. Have an amazing day, night, wherever you are in the world. Take care, and I will see you in the next live next week. Ciao for now. Bye.